But Yuvi here did not ask me this question when he first walked into my clinic for his hair transplant. But before we discuss Yuvi's case, his remarkable transformation over a period of 1 year, let me talk a little bit about the wisdom of copying other people's hairlines. Truth be told, I would rather encourage my patients to carry with them pictures of how they looked at 18 and then how they looked at 21. And if they are older, to carry pictures of what their hairline was when they were 25. Documenting their hairline progression over a span of 3 to 5 years. This allows me as an aesthetic surgeon to better understand their self-perception and their deep-rooted cognitive representation of their appearance and what it should be now. For the way your brain processes the reflection in your mirror is deeply influenced by past visual memory, and these pictures at 18 and 21 help align my surgical approach with your psychological image of yourself. I do some 10 walk-in consultations every day, and 3 of these patients will always carry with themselves pictures of celebrities, pictures of media influencers, pictures taken from other people's websites, from my website as well, wanting a particular hairline to be crafted. This request, while understandable, is often rooted in an oversimplified view of hair restoration surgery. The truth is that hair transplants are not a one-size-fits-all procedure. And expecting identical results is akin to expecting 2 people to wear the same tailored suit with an equally perfect fit. So is replicating another person's hairline the right thing to do? Is this the right approach to your hair transplant? So we get back to Yuvi. Yuvi walked in for a follow-up 1 year after his hair transplant procedure. Is he happy with the hairline that he got? Let's find out. And then we discuss the 7 factors that have a bearing upon how your hairline is going to shape up after your surgical hair restoration and which hairline is the best for you. And rather than asking, "Doctor, I want this hairline," what are the 3 questions that you should ask? Questions that will make you sound well-researched, which you are, intelligent, and of rational bent of mind. So what are these 7 factors? Now these 7 factors are, you got it. No 2 individuals have identical scalps, nor do they share the same level of hair loss or donor availability or genetic predisposition. So expecting to replicate another person's hairline is unrealistic due to several factors, and each of these factors plays a crucial role in determining the final outcome. Now let's deconstruct these 7 factors to understand why no 2 hair transplants can ever be truly identical. A 25-year-old aggressive Norwood 5 male pattern baldness has a very different trajectory than a 40-year-old person with mild recession. The younger person may continue to lose hair over time, necessitating a strategic approach to donor preservation. Conversely, an older patient, on the other hand, with stabilized hair loss, may have greater flexibility in designing a hairline that appears denser without much thought about donor preservation. Copying a hairline of someone at a different stage of hair loss and in a different age group ignores the reality of progressive baldness, and this will lead to unnatural results over time. Your genetic predisposition determines not just when and how you lose hair, but also how well transplanted hair will thrive. The density, the caliber, the growth pattern are dictated by your unique DNA. While some individuals have thick, coarse hair that provides excellent coverage, remarkable illusion of density, others, on the other hand, may have fine, wispy strands that cannot create the same illusion of fullness, of density. Expecting an identical outcome without factoring in your own genetic limitations is an exercise in wishful thinking. Many patients underestimate the role of medical therapy. A patient whose hair loss is medically stabilized will certainly have a very different outcome compared to a person who's non-compliant, who refuses to take medical treatment after a hair transplant, who will continue to experience progressive thinning over time, taking away from the salubrious result that he once got after the hair transplant. So expecting the same result if you're not compliant to medical treatment is unrealistic, irrational, and not well thought of. While genetics lays the foundation for hair loss, environmental and lifestyle factors influence hair characteristics. Stress levels, nutritional deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, scalp health all contribute to hair quality and hair retention after hair transplant. Even if 2 patients share the same genetic patterns, pattern of baldness, differences in epigenetic influence can lead to variation in hair transplant results. And every hair transplant is limited by your donor area's capacity. If you have a robust donor zone with thick follicle units, you can achieve a denser look with fewer grafts. On the other hand, if your donor area is sparse, it has ample amount of miniaturized hair, achieving the same result is well nigh impossible. The quality and quantity of donor hair are often the ultimate constraints while planning your hair transplant. A hairline is not just a row of transplanted follicles. It is a framework that must complement your facial features. A celebrity's hairline may look perfect on him, but may not suit your forehead shape, facial symmetry, and overall proportions. A well-designed hairline considers naturalness, future recession, and age appropriateness. Blindly replicating someone else's hairline will result in an artificial, disproportionate look. An often overlooked factor is the patient's own psychological approach to results. Some individuals desire absolute perfection, scrutinizing every individual follicle post-transplant. On the other hand, others have a realistic perspective, understanding that transplants provide an improvement, not flawlessness. One patient's satisfaction with the result does not guarantee that you will feel the same. But managing expectations is crucial in ensuring long-term happiness with hair restoration journeys. So the best way to approach a hair transplant when you first walk in for a consultation is not to carry another patient's picture, but have a clear understanding. Let the doctor explain to you about your own hair loss pattern and what you can expect and what you cannot expect. And instead of saying, I want this hairline, a more productive, a more engaged, a more intelligent approach would be to ask these 3 questions. Doctor, what is the best hairline for my face and my age and my pattern? Doctor, how can we maximize density while ensuring future proofing so that my donor area is not depleted and I have enough reserves to cater to expanding baldness? Doctor, what are the realistic expectations? Doctor, what are the realistic limitations based on my donor area? And you will realize that this shift in mindset will allow for a more fulfilling experience, reducing the likelihood of disappointment, and that the final outcome is both natural and sustainable. To conclude, a hair transplant is a deeply individualized procedure that is influenced by genetics, donor characteristics, adherence to medical treatment, and rational expectations. No 2 individuals can achieve the same results. Attempting to mimic another patient's result without considering these factors is a short recipe for dissatisfaction. The best hairline is not what looks good on somebody else, but the one that looks most natural on you. So for those of you who are still considering a hair transplant, leave the celebrity photos at home, carry your pictures rather at the age of 18, 21, 25, and focus on what truly matters, achieving the best version of your hair, not someone else's. So thank you for watching again. If you have any questions of a general nature, leave them in the comment section below. And if you want a free individualized consultation, please join the membership of this channel. But if you want a consultation for a hair transplant, call us or WhatsApp your pictures on the numbers above. Have a nice day and God bless you.